everybody. It's happy hour at the...
It's happy hour with the Stuff Sisters.
It is Thursday, the 30th of July, 10 days after my birthday.
10 days after Sloane's birthday.
Is that not like an Ides thing, right? What's Ides? The Ides of March, that's the 15th or something? So Ides mean nothing.
That's an interesting jump.
I take it back.
We're now back in March. I don't want to go back to March. March sucks.
No, if it's been 10 days, is that an Ides? I just wanted it to be an Ides thing, but clearly it's not. I've gone off the deep end on the Ides thing.
How do you spell Ides in that scenario?
I-D-E-S.
I-D. Okay, all right. I'm jumping on the video right now.
So it's like idea without the A.
Hi, Suzanne. Someone saved me because this has already gone downhill really
for
fast.
God's sakes, can you not spell?
Right, it's gone downhill very fast already. Okay, it's happy hour with the Stuff Sisters. We started these when coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you're going to call it, the Rona, whatever it began, and our store was mandated to close for a while, so we started these happy hours at our homes. Then when the store was able to open, limited open-ish.
We closed on the Ides of March.
We closed on the Ides of March.
March 15th to May 15th, our business was closed. Therefore, we got an Ide in there. I pieced it together, people. Yes! I got Ides into this.
I don't think I'm going to need strength tonight. Okay, so what was I saying?
I would tell you I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
We closed.
We closed, and then we reopened with limited hours.
We did.
But we decided to keep the happy hour since we're not open full time yet. And so Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30-ish, we come live to you on Facebook. And we hang out with you a little bit. We tell you what's going on in the store, and we share stories and community and all that stuff and everything. So we always start every show with our masks on because this is how you would see us if you came into the store. We are going to remove our masks because we are the only ones in the store.
Except for Dakota.
Dakota, your son, who's filming, who's also lives in your house, so he's in your biome.
Not so much.
Okay. So, I'll never find that again.
Right.
It's probably behind some cabinet, never see it again. And we're going to remind you that we sell masks, lots of fantastic masks, so we are a good source for handmade masks, and we sell locally made hand cleanse in 2 sizes. I'm going to demonstrate. Shake, because it's really fabulous stuff. Spray, rub around like lotion. Sloane, germ-free, and I smell fabulous. Could you do that? It's kind of aftershave. You can go ahead and do a little bit.
So we have both sizes available in the store and on the interwebs, our website. This one. And
okay, Sloane, someone just posted that they want to share their life experience on how they got cured from herpes with herbal medicine. I'm going to go ahead and ask Dakota to delete that one.
I already did.
Thank you. Okay, so that's already gone.
I thought maybe one of us had herpes.
So, here's what we're going to say.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
So therefore, we have a selection of beverages. I'm going to have one more sip of my Coca-Cola from our locally owned Winstead's.
This is our pre-game drink.
Here it is, pre-gaming.
Or pre-gaming, I'm hydrating.
Coca-Cola.
Strangely, that straw does not taste like an onion ring.
But I think I've made my decision of what we're going to consume tonight.
Okay, so it's been a day. We've had a rough day in our family today. We promised we're going to talk about it at the end of the show. But I can tell you right now, I'm not going to talk about it at the beginning of the show because I'm going to have fun for an hour, damn it.
With your friends?
With my friends and my sister. So, my pre-game drink will be right here.
No,
hydration.
Nobody here has herpes. I mean, that's like a HIPAA violation deluxe.
I mean, seriously, what
are the... Dakota and Casey, we do not have herpes. End of the HIPAA.
Here's the good news. We have become so popular on live Facebook that we have people marketing herbal remedies.
Crap on us.
To you guys.
Okay,
so
here's the decision.
This
Dakota,
is what you decided?
That's what I decided.
We couldn't decide a minute ago what we were going to drink, so tonight this is what we're going to drink. So why did you select this fine beverage?
This was a birthday present from someone who is watching this show right now.
Really?
And I wish to share this on our very important day, our 25th, our 25th Facebook happy hour. Look at how cute that is.
Right. If we had scheduled it better, well, no, we wouldn't have been able to wait that long.
Nah.
We're going to have our 25th birthday and enter our 25th year later this year.
Can you believe it?
So we'll do this again then for sure. Right?
Okay, you keep talking and
that pops off on me.
No, I've got a napkin. God, calm the sillies.
Okay.
Like this is our first time drinking?
One day to go to the store and popped all over the place.
Boom.
Woo!
That's beautiful.
Sister, I need a drink.
Boy, howdy do
Boy,
you.
do I need a drink. Sloane.
Look at that. So beautiful. Thank you to my friend who gave this to me for my birthday, which was 10 days ago.
Exactly.
Which was not an odds of anything, but whatever, we're over that.
Okay, Sloane, I found a really big flaw in something we sell today. Huge flaw.
Just today.
Huge flaw. Huge flaw. We've been selling this Spy Stuff book, which you
is
can buy
a great book.
for $9.99. Sorry, Dakota. Can you catch the spy?
Oh, yeah.
Can you catch the spy?
Do you want to sing the Spy Who Loves Me song?
You can. Go ahead.
I don't know it.
I'm good.
I don't know the song.
I'm good. I'm good.
I don't know it.
I'm good. All right, but Sloane, here's what I realized. I did not know this. I thought this was just a fun little pocket guide, just like some kind of
It says it's the pocket guide.
fun spy things, like just little tips and tricks. But we have totally blown our cover. Totally blown.
No, you've blown it.
People,
it was still under wraps till you brought it
If they
up
have
here.
bought this book and have gotten to page 78, our international spy identities blown. Totally blown. Because here, look at this. In this book, I learned this today. I was walking to the store and I was flipping through the spy
And
stuff
you said,
book.
you know what, I'm going to stop and take a look at this book.
Well, I haven't finished reading it.
You're on page 78.
I'm on page 78. I try to kind of keep track and sometimes I go back and, but listen to this. Tricks of the trade.
It's called Tricks of the Trade?
Yes, tricks of the trade.
So you felt that not only did you find this in the store and you thought it would blow our international cover, you're now going to blow it more.
Our international spy cover, it's already blown. That's the point.
Nobody knew.
This is how they have figured it out.
Okay, go ahead.
This is how we may never be back on the
Tricks
show
of the Trade.
because we may actually be in some sort of relocation program by nightfall. I mean, we may have
Tonight?
to be tonight. You never know. Because look,
I have my umbrella.
tricks of the trade number 1.
Tricks
you only
of the
need
Trade.
one.
Number 1.
We've been outed. Yes. Highly trained spies try to look stupid. Okay. That is, spies really don't want to look alert, smart, or in any way geniusy. That's because no one thinks a nitwit can come up with a clever plan. And no spy wants to be thought of as clever by the people she's spying on. Another giveaway. Parentheses. That is why I often drool. It lulls people into a false sense of security and parent.
Nitwits.
Nitwits. So now here's what's happening. We put out the little spy thing, a little joke, blah, 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 and then we started happy hours, and then we broke Tricks of the Trade when we used Tricks of the Trade number 1 right off the bat. Look like nitwits and stupid people, and don't act
I just
geniusy.
don't know why I have to be a nitwit.
Just geniusy and drool a little bit, which we've done on camera at this point. And then
No.
And then we let them know.
No, you may have drooled on camera. I have not drooled
You did talk.
during any of this.
You did talk about your underpants a lot, though.
Last show,
Just
show
saying.
24, I talked about underpants one time.
Which,
I talked about underpants one time. I
Son.
said the word underpants 37 times.
after all, which of these people were you going to be more suspicious of? Crafty professional,
Which is me.
all right, or harmless idiot? See, right there. That's it. See, we were totally had this cover going. Crafty professionals, right? Everyone didn't realize that we were international spies, and now we've acted like harmless idiots, and now they know. And then we gave them the guide to bust us.
Cheers. Cheers to being a nitwit.
That's very nitwit.
Okay, we have to see a couple of eyes.
We highly recommend.
This is a lovely beverage.
Oh, that's good. You know what? We're gonna have a
Delicious.
second cheers.
So cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to being a nitwit.
Cheers to nutwit.
I want to say hi to Harl.
Hi, Harl.
Hi, Harl. And Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Say hi to Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
And Kirk. One of
One
a
of a
kind.
kind.
Cheers to Kirk Eisenhower.
Anytime we say one of a kind, when Kirk's on
Say it.
what are we doing? The live video.
Live. It's a movie. The
Movie,
show.
the show.
Dad calls it a movie.
The show, and he's on right now.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Blythe. We were
Hi,
just
Blythe.
talking about George today, and it was really funny, and we laughed really hard.
We did.
Katie
We'll
Wilson.
tell that story in a minute, actually. That's a funny story.
That's one of my favorites. Katie Wilson, sorry my birthday's the 20th of July, not the 23rd. The whole I'd sing it got all messed up. Or sorry about that. Oh, Kate Leapsley, this is exciting.
Ooh.
Amy Maya, artist in the house. Artist in the house. And Vicky and Dad are watching. And Kirk says bigger gulps.
Oh, bigger gulps.
Oh boy.
Oh. It caused me to have a little bit of, bubble.
Wow.
Okay.
And I got in trouble on show 24.
You
For
did.
bubbles and burps and things.
There's another artist in the house. Rochelle's now here too.
Artist in the house. Artist in the house.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough of that.
All right. So
Nitwit.
we promise you. Oh, I have to tell the story.
Which one? Oh, George.
George, our friend Blythe is watching, and her son, the remarkable, amazing
George Robertson.
George Robertson,
Yes.
which is what we call them here.
George Robertson.
He joined us for some holiday support staff
Shenanigans.
George
Last year,
George
2019.
he's a positive, fabulous young man, hard worker, great
College
work ethic.
grad, I think.
Shows up, dressed,
Suits up,
suits
shows
up, just fabulous, right? Picks everything up like this, right? We tell him some things in advance. We say, though, George, it gets really busy, and some nights are even busier than others, and so we'll go through this many.
Because he stayed for those season of giving parties, which are the parties we have after the store closes for charities.
Right.
And so we told him in advance, it's a little harried, and he kind of gave us just the nonchalant look, like,
He's like, yeah, I'm busy,
Whatever.
whatever they're talking about, right?
Mhm.
So he's support staff, which means he's preparing a lot of the materials we use for gift wrap, checkouts, tapes, all the register tapes and everything to keep us like just moving and grooving, right? So we get into one of these charity parties one night. It's getting busier every night that he's working, every evening he's working. He's in the back areas,
He's
so
amazing.
he's kind of coming up and watching stuff, whatever. And then
he's amazing.
one night it starts to get really busy, and we
Well,
say, George,
It got really busy, and then he stayed.
right,
And
To help.
then 2 staff people got the
flew, and we had to have him fly the coop on
Out.
purpose. So we said, George, just help, like that, like just
truly.
stand here and do anything we ask, just help.
And he said, absolutely.
Absolutely, good guy,
Good man.
hire good people.
Good man.
So it's all over. We're done. The store's quiet. The party's over. Everyone's out. We've locked the door.
I just want to say this one little
Right.
part. This was the party that had a incredible turnout, and I just want to say this because you called us nitwits earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We got our asses kicked.
Kicked back
back
at the
here.
counter.
This was complete mayhem.
Mayhem.
All of our beautiful party people had a blast. We
A
got
lot of this-
asses kicked.
A lot of this was poured, and we were back here climbing over stuff,
Crazy.
banging into each other. It was really bad, right?
Uh-huh.
Bad. It's all over.
Party ends. We
Call
lock
back
the
to the
door.
storm. It's all done. And we turn to each other, and George is standing right where Sloane is standing.
Just right here. You just,
And Sloane and I are standing like here, and this is what George says.
damn, that was intense. And then he turned around and just started cleaning up.
Started cleaning.
But I mean, the whole store's quiet. We turned the music off. The door's locked, and he goes, "Damn, that was intense." It was the best.
We high-fived and said, George, welcome to retail. So I will never forget that.
It was the best.
It was
night. That was a good
warms
night.
my heart. So we have another artist in the house.
Artist in the house.
Artist in the house.
Hi, Gary.
Artist in the house.
Artist in the house. And
Kel-
Rochelle.
Sloane, your friend Bridget just jumped on.
Hi,
and Robin
Bridget.
Henshaw's here now. And Mark came on.
Woo!
I don't know if I'm
Hallelujah.
seeing everyone. Bridget, we're trying. Kelly, nice. Okay, let's just drink to anyone who just jumped on.
To all of our friends,
Uh-huh.
happy Thursday.
All right, Sloane.
Now, what about
Hydrate.
Casey? Mine's Coca-Cola, and I'm not mixing.
Caffeinate.
You're sweet that you're drinking water, but I had to have a Coca-Cola.
Caffeinate. Okay, we are going to do first picks next, which I have prepared up here.
So go ahead and
and-
take a slow walk.
Oh, ours?
Show some stuff.
Okay, guys, we want to just remind everyone. There was a social media post on Facebook, like the place where you are right now, that recommitted. What do you call that?
Re-upped, whatever.
Whatever.
Call it what you want.
Our commitment to staying safe as the COVID cases are rising, and we are in the red, folks, on those maps. We're in the red big time. So we've decided to continue our COVID hours and not make any changes, at least for another month, and Dakota's going to show them to you. So please know we are here.
Another artist.
Another artist in the house. Katie's in the house.
Artist in the house.
Oh,
Artist in the house.
Chris Clark. Oh, Chris, your son's. Wait. I should say this. Your son's wedding was absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, and you guys were so small and intimate, and you guys did all that prep for COVID so you could be together, and it was beautiful, and I loved seeing the pictures.
Brilliant.
You guys did an amazing job, and she reinvigorated my belief that humanity can do this.
Okay, so let's send hearts out for reinvigorating humanity.
Yes, for having a wedding in the middle of COVID the right way.
Everybody hit the hearts
Everybody
like
gets a heart.
crazy.
For the new married couple who did it right and are in deep love, and they're showing us how to do it right. Okay. Is there anything else we need to do, Dakota, before we move to the first page?
Because not only are you now the videographer, you're also the producer of the show.
Whatever you do, don't forget the bottle.
I won't
Do you have the backup bottle?
We have little bottles. There's no backup bottle. There's littler bottles of something else.
This may not be enough tonight.
I
We've had a day.
We've had a day.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we're going. We're going. This is us going that way. Going this
Sloane,
way.
do you want this side this time? You want this side? Which side do you want? You do better over here? All right, here we are. Dakota, if you guys see anything as Dakota goes by, you just tell us what you want.
Dakota's doing what we call the drone.
He's
droning the store.
He's droning the store on the way by. I hope Dakota's driving you home. He is. Oh my gosh, Kirk, I'm so glad you said that. Dakota is our designated driver. That is absolutely the plan. I can't even say the plan yet, so that's probably a good thing. Okay, so we promise you guys first picks every week or something special that no one's seen yet or before in the store. We're going to keep our promise and do that real quick, right?
That's why I'm standing here.
Shit, sister.
Girl.
Now you're talking. Where's your drink, girl? Boy, howdy.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
here we are Thursday night in the big city.
I'm in the market for a new
Thursday night.
cowboy hat.
I have one. You can have it.
I can?
My white one.
I just scored a new cowboy hat.
You can have my white one. Or
Oh wait, Dakota now wants it. I
Oh.
did not just score a new cowboy hat.
Oh boy.
I can't take it from the sun. Hey Jenny. Hey Marg. California. Okay, so
Okay, what are we doing?
Restock, Sloane.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh, we've been waiting for this for a long time, guys. So please, please, if you want one, tell me now. The linen spray in Egyptian cotton is back.
Cheers to you, Suzanne.
And the people who pre-ordered it already got theirs.
They already
so
got it.
if you pre-ordered and you're watching, yours has already been pulled.
You're not.
But we have a handful
taking
of
it from a
this.
friend.
You're not taking it from anyone. If you need this, which everyone does, it's the Egyptian cotton scented
It's
linen spray.
16 ounces and it's $22.
Make you holla, and it lasts a really long time, and it's got a really nice. I want to tell you this, guys. One of my issues with a lot of linen sprays is that the pump sprays kind of suck. This does. It's loose. It does a wonderful wide spray. I'm not going to demonstrate. That's a bad idea. It does one of those light, like really wide. So when you do like the sheets on your bed,
It does a what?
it doesn't leave like wet
So
droplets.
what does it do? Show me again.
Like,
Okay.
it has a really you feel really satisfied when it goes. Okay, all right. It has a string too if you want to
Give
hit
me
your
this.
cat's butt with
Give
it,
me
which is what I
this.
do. Because they, litter box, sneaky butt. So if you hit them in the butt with it, and then I'm just throwing it out there for discussion.
It has a special fur feature.
Katie, your life would be better if you knew you could get tipsy every Thursday evening. And by the way, you are your own boss. I mean, no one's the boss of you really, so go ahead and do it. You can do it with us every Thursday, maybe indefinitely, because we're going to be doing this for quite a while.
25 Thursdays in a row so far.
Think how many we'll have by the end of COVID.
Ish.
Give or take.
25-ish.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about, so that was restock.
That was a restock.
Okay, so also kind of in that category, but not really because they're all really actually one of a kind. We have new restock and new pieces in the Bombay Sapphire Gin Bottle Jewelry. Okay, so do you guys understand this square? You know the little airplane bottles of liquor? I call them airplane bottles, but they call them mini bar bottles. A Bombay Sapphire Gin, it's that square, beautiful blue bottle. It's square and it's got that really cool edge. She slices them this way. She slices the bottle like this.
Like bread.
Like bread.
Like sliced bread.
And then that's what makes the square, okay? And then she kiln fires it and sands it. She does a certain kind of sanding and acid wash for the matte finish. She also leaves it shiny like the original bottle. And these are put under these little kiln cones. and it makes the glass slump, which makes it look wavy. Okay, that's how she makes that. So these are kiln fired glass bottle, recycled bottle pieces. Earrings in the matte finish squares and in the wavy shiny squares. God, here we go again.
Here we go again. Who prices these things?
Everything has to have a price. $53 for those. Are these the same price? And
no.
These are the gold plated, the gold vermeil. 58.
So that's gold on sterling.
Yeah, gold on. This is sterling. This is gold on sterling. Ear wires. The necklace, we do the 20-inch necklace for 53. This one, and then this is the super long.
This is kind of fun. This is
with
a
the
new
tassel.
one.
I love this chain. Okay, so let me just step out, Sloane. I'm gonna.
She's stepping
out. Hey, you guys, I am down to like a simple ankle brace, just so you know. Okay, look. Isn't that pretty? Oops, hello. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay.
If you'd have asked if it was pretty and somebody said no, what would you have done?
I may have cried.
You would not have cried.
I'm just saying, I could have cried.
You could have cried.
Ouch, you hurt my feelings. This one is 95.
Kirk wants to know if they're one of a kind.
These are one of a kind.
Oh, jeez.
Because every bottle is cut fresh.
One of a kind?
And she also restocked, this artist restocked, I call these the slab necklaces. This is where, so this artist makes pieces out of recycled bottle glass, right?
Correct.
And then she has shards from that glass.
From the shaving and the cutting.
Okay, so we're going to do a side shot, Dakota. So can you see this? It's like a little loaf up top. Can you film from up here for me? Okay, so you see this, guys? You can see the different layers in the glass. Clear bottle glass, which is from the bottom of a wine bottle. Kind of like, let's demonstrate.
The bottom of this.
So the thick, clear glass at the bottom of this is what that is made from, okay? Then these are shards of glass that are stacked. And then another piece of the bottle glass that has that little bit of texture from the bottom of the bottle, okay?
And those green ones are usually wine or beer.
And then when she
sometimes champagne.
Yes. When she kiln fires this, it fuses together, and then that's how you get the aquatic top look. This one's actually technically backwards, but you could wear it either way. So if anybody wants any of this, is first pick on the new batch. These sell really fast when I put them online, which I will try to get done next week. I'm not going to be getting it done tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are $42. So
Lisa
if you want one,
says she has one and it's magical.
just like you, Lisa. Magic is wonderful. So if you want a slab next, these make, by the way, fantastic gifts. I'm going to tell you, this is an interesting fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. We need like something like a little bird that goes, fun fact, fun fact, fun fact. You know, like,
well, there's
or like an alligator or something that's like, fun fact. You know, like a bubble, boop, boop, fun fact.
But you're already doing it, so we don't need anybody.
So we just need me? Okay.
You got this.
I kind of feel like a fun fact bubble. Here, wait. Wait, ready? Fun fact. Fun fact. Fun fact. Like that. Did that work? Totally worked. I can tell.
It did.
So,
it was very pretty.
Fun fact, which I forgot.
Jesus.
What was the fun fact I was talking about?
Liquor, earrings, jewelry, friends, people.
No clue.
Don't know.
It's gone.
I wonder why. I wonder why it's gone. Do you have any idea why? No, we sure don't.
It was a one of a kind fun fact too. It'll come back to me. I just need to drink a little more. That's right.
Okay.
This is what happens to creative minds. Sloane, they're gonna now know for sure I am an international spy.
Which means she's a nitwit.
Call me a nitwit.
These are new. Are you going to talk about the new?
I'm really bummed by it. I can't remember what the fun fact was.
It'll come back to you. Stop.
What was I really talking about? Can anyone remind me what I was really
You're
talking about?
fine. Just move on. Maybe it wasn't that fun. Maybe it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, I remember.
There it is.
Just like that. Bing! Right back in there. Moved around once, took a lap, came back, said, I'm sorry I got bored. I just want to interrupt you. We have never, ever had one of these necklaces gifted and exchanged by a gift recipient.
No.
Ever.
No.
There's one other thing in our store that does that also. So in other words, if you buy these, it's almost guaranteed like a hit down the park hit. These crystal earrings, which I hadn't planned on talking about.
Which are impossible to photograph.
They're impossible to photograph. These, we never have these exchanged either. Ever. One time, one person brought in one pair, then they kept the pair they originally got. They just wanted to know what their other choices are. You know how there's some people like that that need other choices? I could be one of those people possibly.
So you're saying sometimes when people are talking about other people, they're really talking about themselves?
Jessica wants to know if we can make
My mom taught me that.
GIF of me doing the fun fact pop-up for other people to use. Dakota, can you get right on that? Okay. Bohos.
They're back.
Bohos are back. We got half bohos in these two patterns. So these are the things that make the headscarves and do everything else, but also they do gator masks, gator style masks.
We have a couple of customers who really like these half bandeaus, the two that you're holding, Casey, because if you happen to have anybody in your life who wears hearing aids, masks are particularly difficult for them, but we have two people who wear hearing aids that purchase these from us that say these are the perfect size because it doesn't mess with your hearing aid.
That's good to know.
These.
That's actually very good to know. So the half means the width, not the circumference or the, yes. I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
Or the diameter. Okay. So I did that right. I was like, woo, boy, we're pushing me. I said circumference. I get a bonus word point for using a big word during the video. Like totally in the lead. Okay. These are full bandeaus.
Just when I thought there wasn't a competition. There it is.
We have these new patterns. Okay. We have two different makers who make bandeaus now.
We do.
And we showed you guys the other vendor last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, just so you know, we're not playing favorites. These are just different.
Okay.
Okay. Was that a hiccup in the, what do you call that, the Wi-Fi? Okay. And then we have solid gray, heather gray. Guys tend to like the gator style masks. Now, one of the advantages of the full-size bandeau is you can fold it in half to make it double thick.
Correct.
And with the single, you cannot. So
True.
That's important to know. The half, the single, the double, whatever. I just renamed everything in the store.
Oh, look.
Someone gets a little polka dot from one of those little things right there. Some little polka dot.
Little polka
Happy dot, happy dot wants to come say hi.
Okay, hi.
Hi, little happy dot.
Hi.
Someone say hello to Christopher. Confetti.
Hi, Christopher.
Confetti. I love it.
It is.
Stop it! Don't
Okay.
pick on your sister in public.
It's not public. It's private.
This is private?
This is about as private as it gets with us.
That's true. That is true.
So we have all kinds of new. So
I'm just going to
brand
take a
new.
break and drink for a while. I'm exhausted.
This is new how? She takes a break to
I got
drink.
super excited about the new
constantly.
art. You know how I get excited.
You do get
I
excited.
kind of got a little excited there because we had new jewelry, and you know how I feel about jewelry.
You feel good about it.
I got a little flutter.
A little flutter in your flutter. Okay.
A little purr for the jewelry. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Should we tell the peanut story?
you can tell the peanut story. I love the peanut
Should we
story.
tell it now or afterwards? Let's show some more art.
Let's show some art.
Okay, let's show some art.
Let's just
And
show
then
some art
I will
by a
tell the
local
peanut
artist
story.
who is phenomenal.
I thought of the peanut story
because we
earlier today.
have. You did think of the peanut story earlier.
And
It's
I
a good story.
laughed.
Do you just need to tell it to get it out of your system?
No, I'm gonna wait because this
Okay.
is really amazing stuff, and
Okay.
and it's really hard for me to even show these because there's 3 of them that I want. 4 pieces I want. 4.
But this is where we're not selfish. We think of
No,
others.
Just saying to my sister, Christmas is coming.
Christmas
Buy
is coming.
early for your sister.
Okay, so
We have a store anniversary in November. That would be a good gifting opportunity too. Gift giving opportunity too. I'm gonna say that so you can actually understand it too.
there we go. So,
Oh, this is good.
so tell me, what do you want to talk about?
I should have eaten something but sushi at lunch. 'Cause bread, maybe bread.
Are you
This.
enjoying one of my birthday presents, drinking that right now?
Yes, and I want to thank the person who gave it to you.
Well, they've been thanked.
That have been.
Okay, so
Hi, Laura.
last, it was Friday maybe, one of the local artists that we represent, Kathy Broski, came to the back door. We all had our masks on. It was a total love fest. And she delivered
She knocked.
amazing new things.
Yes.
So, do you want to go ahead and talk about the one you're holding? That you
I'm
can't stop
really
massaging it.
So you guys have seen? Have you seen? Okay, stay there. Dakota, show them that, please.
Dakota, so this piece is high-fired ceramic and it also has a little bit of metal holding the heart up. This would be called a large hand and heart. That's great.
Approaching.
Okay.
You
So-
guys have seen these before. We featured them on one of the happy hours, and you may have seen these in our store before. The little hand and heart. This is a new one because we sold the other one, so she made us a new version. And look what she's done, Sloane.
I know. It's look.
It
It's
is
almost
truly-
it's the size of my hand.
Oh, if you handed me the whole thing, it would be a gift.
Come on with the gifting.
Just lean this way. Just
Okay,
lean
here,
a little
Casey.
this way.
Would you like to have this?
No,
I'm
no,
giving
no.
it to.
No, I don't want. I wanted. I think
No.
a surprise box would be more fun.
So now I have to wrap it. That's great.
But you're not gonna give me this beautiful piece of sculpture without some gift wrap and some pomp.
A little pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
I'm going to circumstance you right off this show. Okay, so here we have
It's good and ugly.
the large hand and heart. I have to say this woman excels at what she does. Great local artist. The little one Casey is showing you, I think, is
125.
and the mothership is 300.
I was just gonna say, me, my daughter. If you gave me both, I'd have a set.
It's true.
425.
You know what? We'll talk about that.
It's like a deal. Free gift wrap.
So I want to stay in the realm of her. Dear God. See,
Gift wrap is
look at
complimentary.
this.
Suzanne just said that.
It is.
Oh, Sarah, it's so good to see you. That's one of Sawyer's old teachers. I love that. Former teachers, not old. Okay, Tabitha loves both the large and the small. So Tabitha, if you decide, absolutely, you may buy either one, and I will
Well, I think
wait
I
for
can-
the next batch.
I think I can speak up here and saying that if anybody wants any of this, I'm pretty sure I could talk with the artist and have something made
Yes.
again. They're never the same, but they are always fantastic.
Lillian made it before the end of the show for once.
Yay!
She's very excited. Yay, Lillian!
Lillian's always good about going back to watch them, which scares me a little bit because
Okay.
God knows what we do. So in the same realm as one of a kinds. Oh,
Damn it! Now we have to
Jesus.
drink. I'm so excited.
Good God, one of a kind. This piece is called One World, One Boat.
Look at that piece, Sloane.
Isn't it beautiful? It could be filled in any way that you see fit. I could honestly fill this with just my collection of
Love.
pine cones and all of that wonderful stuff on my table in my dining room, the pine cones and those
Your mini pine cones, not your
my
big
little
ones.
no, my little pine cones, but I also have a lot of the sticks that I collect from that beautiful tree, cottonwood tree. Oh my God. Oh my God. Branches from cottonwood trees, they're like church. And then acorns. That is fantastic.
One world, one boat. That's a wonderful symbolic piece for right now in the COVID world we live in.
But then we have one world and one boat with 3 people that you can move around.
I think they're women because they all have boobs.
And yes,
They're all women.
they might be women, but
Well,
I'm
they could
not,
be transgender.
I'm not saying that
They
the
have may have
artist.
gone through the change.
I'm not saying true. I'm not saying the artist couldn't
Just
also
saying.
make us male figures for this,
Right.
but I like this one very much. And she has etched into the ceramic before it went in the kiln, and then softly, softly glazed it one world. Same boat.
And
This
yes,
piece is oh my God, it's over my head. 200.
200. Are you exhausted from lifting that up?
Casey, my arms.
So if you lift this every day, that's like working out.
125 on the little guy. But
Okay, but this is on my wish list too.
my Lord,
My Lord, this piece is really, really,
Please
really
help me.
amazing. Are these in the way, Dakota? Let's make sure we have plenty of space
so
to
this
see this
piece is
of art.
called Life's Journey.
Look at
And you can, Dakota, I'm going to turn it because what she does in the shaping of dogs
it. And fish.
and fish in this one, but the dog alone, look, you can almost see the dog's eyes.
Look how he has his little leg up.
I know, he's got a leg up off the boat. Again, Ms. Broski has completely provided the feeling of water and movement in this piece, in the ceramics, but the dog, and I'm going to tilt this, Dakota, this is very heavy, but you can tilt it. Look at how his foot is up off of the boat surface. Can you see that? Can you capture it?
Okay, if you think this piece is amazing, hit the wow emoji.
Hit the wow.
That's
right.
the one with the little guy going like this.
So not only is he being visited by 2 birds,
I'm demonstrating.
the fish look or the bird look?
The wow.
Oh, I
do the
why
wow
don't
emoji.
you do the fish one for us, honey?
Good, isn't it? I know.
When anyone decides
Everyone
to
hit the wow.
visit me in the insane asylum, I'm gonna tell you who put me there. Okay, So, Life's Journey by Broski. Now I'm turning it around because not only do we have the amazing dog and the two birds that are just chitter-chattering on his back, there's the fish. Solid, handmade ceramic.
Rochelle, you're right. These are wonderful. They really are. They're special pieces. All jokes aside, guys. So I want to remind you, I'm going to have a moment here. I want to remind you that we do not take ourselves very seriously.
But we take what these people do.
Take what we do very seriously, and we take art very seriously because we happen to know that artists work damn hard, and they have spent their lifetimes to date building, evolving, and working on their craft. They think about it 24 hours a day. They sleep and they have visions. I mean, seriously, these guys are the real deal. These are really special pieces, and all jokes aside, I would be truly honored to own any of the pieces in my entire store. If anyone's really looking to go all out for me, buy me the key to the painting and you besties.
So I will tell you that's absolutely true, and we wouldn't even be saying this if we didn't have 5 artists, local artists that we represent, already on Facebook with us tonight, watching these ridiculous shenanigans and all that we are up to.
But here's what's cool. Okay, I just want to say this.
I want to celebrate
our artists who are watching, and our artists that we represent, our additional artists that we represent, which we have a lot of. Here's what I love about them.
Blessedly.
Yes. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's hard as an artist to trust other people with your work and to know that they will honor it, that they will give credit where credit's due, that they will understand the blood, sweat, and tears you put into your craft, that we will share positive and inspirational information about the pieces, that will explain how these things are made and all that. That takes a big leap of faith because you hand make something. And look at all the handwork in this.
No,
you hand make this baby. You birth this piece of art. You're not just going to hand your baby to anyone, right? So they hand it to us goofballs.
Well, they hand it to me first because you can't really be trusted.
Right, exactly, till later. So the thing is I just want to say thank you to all of them, but also they understand kind of our unique way of going about things, that we wanted a gallery that wasn't a gallery, that was instant gratification, that you took the art home immediately, that you connected with the piece, you could have it right then. They understood that we wanted to bring the joy
24 years ago.
The joy and the happiness and the inspiration and even the love and sadness and all the other things that go with it on the other side of that same coin to our customers, and that we wanted to be there to celebrate this. And so, yes, we're a little goofy sometimes, but I want you guys to know these are truly tremendous pieces of art. No, all jokes aside, I turned around and I was like, oh my God.
I want to keep talking for half a second. I want to tell something about.
I'm very uncomfortable talking without any prompt. Ha.
Okay. Dakota, bear with me. So the same artist who made this dog and this fish on this boat, we had the absolute honor of having Kathy Broski in the store about 2 or 3 years ago. And I say that because time flies when you're having the time of your life. And if you zoom in, Dakota, on the work she does to make the fur on this dog, you see the pull marks, okay? This is a solid piece of ceramic. When she pulled this incredible tool with her hands across the form she was making for the dog, it spit off all of these little shards of ceramic. And the day that she was here, she salvaged those, and I was very intrigued by what she was going to do with all of those shavings. And it's on the body of the dog, it's on the tail of the dog, it's on the legs of the dog, and she just kept taking these shards, keeping them wet, throwing them over kind of in a bucket, and covering it with a wet towel. And then it comes back to us in this form. And throughout the years, we've had things come back. This is the shards that go into the carvings that she does. She forms them, she makes them, she adds them to mugs. I think this is an incredible piece of art, this mug. But that's not only speaks to the fact that these artists don't.
So that one on the video looks magic. It's
magic.
Really beautiful piece
these
of art.
looks like sunsets. These
How
mugs
much is that piece?
This mug, $35.
Oh man, I got off
but
easy.
What's amazing to
if
me,
I buy this for Sloane and she buys this for me, it's the perfect day.
It's the perfect day. Is these artists don't waste. They salvage, they save, they think about what am I taking off of this that can be used in a new way. And that's where, I've said this a million times and I mean it, that's where the magic lies. That's what artists do that takes things from just being something normal and adding some touch of magic to it. It's the artist's hand, of course, but I mean, look at this. There's a lifetime of hard work in this. And it's just a mug, I get that. But
That
look at
doesn't
it
happen
all the
that
way
doesn't.
around.
It looks like an accident, but it's not.
No. This
here's
is
what
years of hard work.
And here's what you have to understand. Here's the part about artists that I love. And we have it in the same way but differently because we don't create art pieces specifically. They look at a pile
Of what we would think is rubbish.
They look at a pile of broken glass here, carvings, waste from their carving of their pottery. Okay, Rochelle's on here. She looks at silver that's been tossed out by people. Carrie looks at broken pieces, and I mean all of these artists we have. Katie finds old jewelry pieces and breaks them apart and creates new components. Who else is on it? I can't even remember.
Amy, man.
Oh my gosh, and Amy who looks at, uses objects to make patterns and I mean just amazing things, right? They see
A broken seashell to Amy May is
Yes.
just a carving tool.
is a carving tool.
That's all it
They
is.
see the world differently than we see it. And sometimes that creates torture and sometimes it creates beauty. And a little bit of both sometimes, right? But what is amazing to me is what they see that we don't see. The same way people sometimes look at Sloane and I and say, like, how did you see that display coming together? It's just what I see. I don't see this, I see something else. But what is amazing to me about the artist is the composition Katie can make in one earring.
It's unbelievable.
Like I don't have her
It's
on today.
something
I had
I
her
can't
earrings.
do.
Katie, I had your earrings on yesterday, and I almost took them off because I got irritated everywhere I went in my mask. They wanted to ask me about earrings. I'm like, I don't have time for this.
I don't have time.
composition.
I'm so sorry. I'm at the post office.
I am so important.
I don't have
I don't
time
have
to
time
talk
for
about
this.
my earrings.
Oh my god.
No, that's the problem.
But it just amazes me because when I look at things. Say hi to Anna. When I
Hi,
look, Rochelle, one of our artists, has always said, "One man's trash is another man's treasure," and she just put that on there. But I really mean this. I mean, I know it sounds like maybe whatever, but point being,
like whoosh.
I'm amazed when I hear the story behind the art. And the one thing about shopping at stuff that when you come here and you talk to us or you read our things or you do anything or anyone introduces you guys introduce people to us, we're here to tell you those stories for a reason because we find those stories inspirational and amazing,
Mesmerizing.
and we think the story should go with the piece. And so we don't do the mass produced thing and we don't do the whatever because this is what absolutely man, it fires my boat engine, man.
25 years
wow,
of it, baby.
I totally love it. Okay. All right, so am I done with my moment?
Yeah.
Can
So
I tell the peanut story?
So real quickly, I just want to talk about these because you brought them out. These are called wall dots. So my finger is in the back of this piece, which
Where
is
you would hang it.
$65. Where you would hang it on the wall. It's called a wall dot.
and
it
those are
also
made
has-
with a nested version of the same
Correct.
carve cuts.
And then it has the broken and shattered and reclaimed glass frit in shapes, and so I'm going to block it to lay it back down. We have 4 of those total. Anyway.
Arzie is on.
Oh, Arzie.
Arzie is an artist. She's not one of our artists, but she's an artist, and she also works at the Women's Center at UMKC. Because women.
Totally.
Okay.
Hi, Tabitha.
And Tabitha. Okay. So I want to show you some of her mugs. You always think about potters and everything, and you guys need some functional pieces also, because you can't be drinking your coffee out of just any old
So
cup.
these are all, again, Kathy
Handleless.
Brodsky.
This is all Kathy Brodsky. We've got some almost octagon carved. Look at this. Look at this. She kind of reminds me of my body, like bloop, little heavier on the bottom.
Little something. Little something for yourself. So these pieces, the handleless, are also mugs as well, but they're absolutely perfectly formed. I mean, look at my hand holding this. My fingers are in the right spot. I've got a notch underneath. My thumb is here. It's like, again, you can feel where her hand was as she formed these. All of them are obviously food safe.
I love this one.
The
Guys, look at
handleless
this.
ones would be.
Look at this. It's just made to
This
be held.
would be
It's
great.
made for a little espresso drink. It's just made for a hot tea.
You know what else? Hydrangeas would look beautiful in that.
Yep. Oh my god.
But little, just a.
And when you're
crushed
drinking it,
full
you get to
of
look in
hydrangea.
there as your coffee goes down, your tea goes down. You get to see that
It's
beautiful
like a
glaze
swimming
inside.
pool.
Is it hard to see? Like, does that help? Okay.
Wait.
And then of course she
Look at
does.
the foot on this.
It's incredible. Now put your. It's amazing.
This is thrown on a wheel, of course. I should
And
say,
then
of course.
she does handled mugs as well. Again, all of the pieces that we're showing here in mugs are $35. One of a kind. Oh, Jesus, I did it again.
One of a kind.
One of a
Robin,
kind.
do you like the octagon blue or cream? And are you going to go for it? Because I'm just telling you, this little cup. Look how precious that little cup is. Do you drink espresso? This
So-
would be the perfect espresso cup.
On the bottom
I
of
don't know if
all
you're an
of them,
espresso person or not.
Dakota, I'll have you zoom in a second. All of her pieces have her signature on them, even the mugs. So when you go and you purchase a piece here, 9 times out of 10, this piece is signed by the artist. It's
Okay.
incredible.
The incredible edible
I want
egg.
to make an announcement.
Announcements. Sloane has another one. Sloane has another one. She has them all the time. Announcements. Thanks for Girl Scouts. That's for Jessica.
I have an announcement.
Yes.
Casey Simmons is now going to tell the peanut story.
Bartender, can you pour me another?
Dun, 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 fireworks. The peanut story.
Okay. Many years ago, we used to do these story windows, like windows that tell a story. Okay.
I mean, in the front.
So this is like in the early years.
this is about
We were selling these really cute.
15 years ago.
God,
16.
maybe more. Anyway, question.
Request.
Request. What's the request?
The
Brown
handleless
mug with the
brown
rounded
mug with the
bottom.
rounded bottom.
Okay,
This
Katie,
one?
you got it, babe.
Done.
Whatever you want. Done. So,
Okay.
we were selling these cute little pink, blown plastic, watering cans in the shape of an elephant with this cute little trunk. And he was just the cutest thing. And we ordered like a bunch of them because they're the cutest things ever. And we decided to do a window around them, like this thematic window.
I looked it up. We ordered
And-
72 of them.
72 of them, which at that time was a
I mean,
big
who would
number.
have thought we could sell 72 water cans?
Oh, Robin wants the cream one, please.
Okay.
Okay. So, the good old days, Katie said. So, I have to remember to tell that story sometime, Katie, about the diva day and your hairpins. Anyway, so we have to, and so Sloane and I get this idea for this window, using them as a fun little thematic window. And we decided that, elephants, peanuts, like, peanuts still in the shell peanuts. So we decided to buy feed peanuts, which are shell but not salted. They're still in their shell, not shelled. They're in their shell, but they're not salted, so that the wild animals could eat them. And so we look up where to get these, and we go down Warnell Road, because we grew up basically on Warnell Road. So we go down there and we buy feed peanuts, and we buy like a serious amount of feed peanuts. They're in like these big feed bags, like big.
So
How many of those do we buy? Like
You
4 or
don't
5,
buy them
6?
by the pounds. You buy them by like the net weight or something, like size. And so we bought
We overbought.
a bit. Okay. We bought 6 bags that were like
Huge.
this tall and this
Yeah.
round. I mean, it's seed peanuts.
Right, and then we decide, oh god, we need like some bowls or something to put them in, because we filled our riser like this deep, but then we want some bowls, and we were gonna have these like peanuts and the elephants eating out of the whatever, right? Okay, so we had this great idea. So we bought the peanuts, we did the window, and then when the window was done, like
When
4
it was
weeks later,
time, it was time to put in a new window.
we had all these peanuts. They were dusty, admittedly, right? But they were peanuts, and we're like, well, we can't waste.
We
That's
don't
not our
waste.
vibe, man, right?
There's an animal somewhere who might need a peanut.
So then we thought squirrels. 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 So we decided that if we took them out to Swope Park and we spread the peanuts around for the squirrels, they would be thrilled. And we called, made sure this was okay, and they're like, sure, whatever, but it's fine. So we thought, great. So we took these bowls that we had the peanuts in, by the way, were bigger than my arm. They're as big as my arm span. They were this big, and they were actually covers that you put on giant. You know when you drive by like a company and they have those giant fans,
It's the vents.
exhaust fans, and
like
they're
for
blowing.
restaurants.
Yeah, they're giant, right? They have covers for those, and we had bought those as the bowls. So we put all the peanuts in the bowls, and we put the bowls in the back of the van. We sit them there. On the way to Swope Park, we get a wild hair to maybe do a little quick stop to one of our favorite antique stores. Places, because we're still looking for our display tables. That's how long ago it was. We need all these display tables and cabinets and everything we have everywhere. We bought at local and regional stores. So we're like, hey, we need a couple things. Let's just go do that real quick while we're actually away from the store. We have someone working, because before we had staff, let's just sneak out
Just
and
go,
quick little shopping trip.
With the 700 million pounds of peanuts.
Right. So we
In the van.
On the way. Just on the way. No problem.
Odessa.
Sloane's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. Minivan.
We were almost to Odessa.
Is that the gray minivan? That was a good van.
That's my good van.
It's for a good van at that
I
time.
had to sell the van after this story.
Right. So we go out, and then of course we bought like a couple tables, 5 or 6 chairs,
A rolling cart.
a rolling cart. Oh, that one of those bar cart things, right?
Bar carts and metal ones.
We set the giant bowls out of the van onto the ground. We load all of the new finds into the cart, and then we set the bowls up on the tables and chairs behind us, and we make sure they're super tight so nothing can happen. We head back to Swope Park, right?
We do.
I'm gonna take a drink.
70 to 435, 435 to 63rd Street, all the way to Swope Parkway. That's how I was driving, and I was driving nicely too.
You know what? You just had. I watch a lot of Criminal Minds right now, reruns, or like old Criminal Minds, and he
Yeah.
had a Spencer moment telling him like the map of how she went. But anyway, whatever.
It's important.
Dr. Spencer.
Details.
So,
Details, BB.
anyway, we're really close to Swope Park. We're maybe 4 blocks away.
Some jerk.
Some jerk goes "Woo!" right in front of us, and Sloane hits the brakes as hard as she can, and the two of us go forward, and the giant bowls with the 600 pounds of
Slide.
peanuts slide forward, and then proceed to dump all of the peanuts onto us.
Back of our shirts, down the
halls,
seats,
everything in our head, like in
floorboard.
every opening. There's so many. It fills the wheel. It fills the area where your feet go. Fills them.
It went up into the wind.
We are full. I am sitting in peanuts, man. I am sitting in peanuts. Someone's like,
I'm
I
trying
can't
to
use
drive.
the pedals.
Right.
So I said, well, get out and move the peanuts. You know, so she opens the door and we like shove a bunch of peanuts out. And we get back in the car. And I was like, well, let's get to the park. Let's get to the park. So she drives the 4 remaining blocks, and we pull up. And then we have to literally extricate, I don't know,
Hundreds of millions of pounds of peanuts.
60 pounds of peanuts times 6.
Well, they told us about where to go in
What
the
is
park.
that? Dakota, what is that?
360.
Huh?
360.
Yeah.
360 pounds of peanuts, people.
Well, in the parks, people had told me about where to go. Like, dump them between these kind of trees.
Mm-hmm.
So we found.
So we find the
drove
trees,
up in
and
the
we're up, and we're
grass.
throwing peanuts out of our car, right? We're throwing, we're having a good time. We're like, God damn, you know, her new van, it's all peanutty or whatever.
Sloane
We're
sold
pulling
that
them out of
van.
the vents, like we're literally pulling them out of the vents.
Dusty.
And I look over and I said, he's Sloane, check it out. And I swear to God, there's like
Like
family.
Within 50 feet of us.
Right. There's like a whole row
Our squirrels.
of squirrels. Literally in a row, sitting up like this, right? With big, fat, beautiful tails. And they're all like,
I should have sold them my van.
seriously, do it. They're all like, they just sat there.
And waited.
Like, seriously, this
With
is what
the
they were saying.
idiots.
What the fuck is going on?
Nitwits.
I don't know what's going on, but these chicks, loopy. And I'm really excited about what they're leaving behind. So, anyway, that's the peanut story.
Never a dull moment. Those were some desiccated, dusty peanuts, and those squirrels. I'm telling you, we probably weren't back to Swope Parkway, and they were on it.
I bet if we went back to
Oh
Swope Park
my
tomorrow, they'd all
God.
give us a high five.
Oh my God.
They would all give us a high five. We can all, wait, everyone hit the laugh emoji if you think that's funny, because I think it's funny. I'm going to hit it like 4 times.
Well,
funny,
it's
funny.
a good story.
It's a good story.
We've
you guys,
had some ridiculous stories, and maybe sometime Dakota begged us, actually, our cinematographer, Dakota, who's on the camera tonight, begged Casey and me to actually bring out we've had scrapbooks of almost every window we've done since we moved to Brookside 19 years ago. We might bring those out one time, because there are some pictures of these windows that we concocted over the years. We have laid sod in that window. We have hand-placed 200 paper butterflies. We've built campsites. We've built Santa's workshop.
I got stuck in the window once, couldn't
And this
physically
is-
get out because
and
I
this-
had built
so
myself
we'll-
into the window.
We'll bring the book out next time. I'll dig it out and all that. But I mean, but you have to understand, our showroom window was no deeper than 2.5 feet. So we built these
14
elaborate
feet wide.
stories.
14 feet wide, almost 3 feet deep.
Almost
That's it.
3.
That's it. That's all we ever had to work with. We had some crazy ideas.
It was
sister.
fun. It was way fun.
Okay, do we have one of those little mini bottles?
Of champagne?
Yeah, should we open it?
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and keep talking to our friends?
I think we should open it. So, Sloane, are you ready for this? We have 5 minutes left. You
Yep,
ready?
I'm ready. I think
If
I'm
you
ready.
don't like to see grown women talk about emotional things, you should probably, like, log off. Just telling you right now. Strong grown women are going to have a moment with you. So, we started this program by saying, we have to finish this
Oh,
first.
cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Here's the hanging in and hanging on,
Hanging in,
people.
hanging on. This is going to be our little toast. So, I'm going to do this quick. I'm going to do it just straight, right?
I would.
Today we had a day.
We had a day.
We had a day.
And it rained. That's
And it rained
exciting.
all day, which is kind of poetic.
How you doing on the getting it
Good.
out? Pretty good?
Today we were part of an amazing choice by a family, the honor to be with someone when they make difficult decisions in their life. Our mother is entering hospice officially.
Tomorrow. Well,
Tomorrow.
actually, it could be today. I mean, there was a
Technically-
moment where it could have been today.
Technically, it's probably today. Tomorrow is
today.
when we really begin. We make the transfer to Kansas City Hospice. Our friends and people we trust and love at an organization that we've supported for years, Kansas City Hospice. One of the reasons, I'm going to stop real quick. One of the reasons we support all of these local organizations is when people in need something, they're there. And so now it's our turn.
They're unflappable.
It's unflappable. It's our turn to be in need. So our mother went into hospice today officially. We were telling you because we've shared her journey in many ways. Wings of Hopes, with you at the counter,
Wings
with
of
you
Hope's like a
personally.
party.
It is a party to celebrate life. So, today, Dakota.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
It's another
We
day.
posted it on our personal social media pages today. We started a Caring Bridge page for our mother today. We did a lot of things today. We did tough things. We did beautiful, beautiful things. We were honored because we were approved for COVID special passes to enter KU Medical, the building on Cambridge. We were allowed under certain very strict rules to go actually be with our mother while this decision was made. Again, blessed. That is not something everyone gets to do. We understand how wonderful our lives are and how the people in our lives are important. So, we are not going to sing If You're Happy and You Know It today. That be damned.
Because we already are happy.
Because we are happy people, as you can see. Our mother, she made us so strong.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
She had a hand in it.
She had a big hand
She
in
had
it.
a little mixer in her
Yeah.
hand in a bowl.
Uh-huh.
She's like, you know what? I'm going to make these girls strong.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
She's an amazing, amazing, fierce, amazing, feminist, liberal, incredible woman who's one of my heroes.
And nuts don't fall far from trees.
No. And our
This
dad's
nut.
an amazing man too, but our mother today, it's about her. And it will be about her tomorrow and for many days in the not so distant future. We don't know where this will take us and we don't know how long it will take, but we do know this. We'll be there with her. And for that, we are grateful.
Yep.
So,
Cheers.
cheers to our mom.
See you later.